What is up, everybody? Final four. We have gotten there. I think we have four pretty good teams. Can't really complain about this. Complain about that. Commissioner's Eye here. Just your weekly update. So last week, Coach Trav beat Scoop pretty handily by about 20 points, 21 points it looks like. Jimmy K pulled away from Mud Dogs late. That was kind of a battle all day. Was keeping an eye on that one. 126, pretty good score there by Jimmy K's team. So he moves on to the Final Four. Good season by Mud Dogs. I thought they were one of the surprising teams. Smokey, wow, 151. Put up a big time score. Tommy three putts in the tight end. Uh, Tight end you kind of falls short. But even if they played well, you're not gonna 151. I mean, if he can do that again, he's probably gonna advance. But the Legend 24, Fear at Shift, Team Bums, 124 is a solid score. I mean, would have won, a couple of the other matchups. But Legend goes for 146 again. And yeah, so he moves on. So now we go to Coach Trav against Jimmy K. Coach Trav's projected to win by about 14. I think this will be close. I think this is going to be a close matchup. Right now, with all these injuries and stuff, it's just about matchups and who scores touchdowns. That's really what it comes down to. Um, so I think that's going to be a battle to the end. And then Legend 24 and Smokey, I think Smokey, you know, heck of a run, but it's probably coming to an end. Said all year that Trav and Legend 24, they just made the moves to put themselves in this position to go get the grand prize. So that's my prediction. But yeah, I think we have four really good teams. I think the schedule ended up working itself out. Um, and yeah, so we're all good. Let's talk about the losers bracket here a little bit. There's not too much to talk about today. Of course, your commissioner's team loses and moves on. Um, they got reseeded. So K Ritter won. Burrows bus matchup of the year right there, 14 to 16. I don't know if they were both trying to lose because I think that was a matchup that they thought that the draft status would help them if they lost, so they were both trying to lose. But that's not the case. The playoffs have nothing to do with your draft status. Just view the league as in like a regular, professional league where the draft status is based on regular season, as it should be. And that's where I said I agree with doing the divisions and the more matchups and the rivalries and having that. It will have a bigger impact, and we can do that, especially now that we know kind of the where the league's headed, and that we have committed guys. So definitely interested in that. So, but for the losers bracket, we have Coach Zai versus Xavier. Xavier will probably win that. My team is just depleted, and there's a couple guys I'm not gonna drop because they're hurt or I can't play them right now. It just is what it is. And then Drescolo versus Burrows Bus. Burrows Bus is projected to score 23 points. So yeah, and then he'll be a king of last place. So yeah, it's all fun and games, man. You still got matchups going on and stuff like that. So yeah, we're down to the final four. It's a fun time. Trying to think if anything's crazy in the NFL. I think the Joshua Dobbs situation in Minnesota is crazy. Um, you know, you got Dak and the Cowboys. Are they for real? It's hard to tell. I mean, I think about, I don't know. I think the Eagles have struggled all year to some degree. They just won a lot of close games, which good teams do that. As a Patriots fan for so long, I thought, I watched Brady do that over and over and over again, and you just thought we'd turn it up at the right time. So I think the Eagles are potentially doing that, but there's something wrong with that secondary, that defense. It should be better than what it's performing. So it's just hard to tell with that. Um, I think you maybe almost have too many chefs in the kitchen in Philadelphia. I think the 49ers are starting to put it together. They're going to be tough to beat. You just hope that when you play them in the playoffs that Brock Purdy messes up. Throws a couple picks, a fumble, maybe Debo or C-Mac get hurt. It just takes I think, one piece in the 49ers, but that defense is much improved. You could argue Fred Warner's the best middle linebacker, and then you could argue that they have two of the top edge rushers, and then they just play with an edge because of what Fred Warner brings. Greenlaw, like, they just play with an edge. And Christian McCaffrey's now being utilized the way he should be. He's playing that competitive, so he is showing out. He's showing why he is the best running back in the league. So they're tough, and now Debo is obviously one tackle away from a touchdown. And Brandon Ayuk may be one of the top three route runners in the NFL right now. So yeah, they're loaded. And I didn't even mention Kittle. So yeah, they're just absolutely loaded. Um, you got the Lions. They're gonna win their division. I still don't think people want to play them, especially if they get a home game. But I think they come down to the O line has struggled a little bit more than I thought they would have. A little bit of injuries, stuff like that. I know we got a lot of Lions fans here. I think the Lions are gonna make the playoffs, and they may win a game depending on the matchup. They gotta pray that they don't get matched up with the Cowboys or the Eagles. Though one of those two, they want the next wild card. So I don't know how that will all work out, but that's what they want. Um, and the AFC is I don't know. I don't. The Dolphins prove once again you can't trust them. They have O line problems. They have defensive problems. If they don't create turnovers, their defense is really not that good. I know they got Ramsey, they got some names, but it's really not that good of defense. And they just have problems. If they don't strike big plays, they have problems. They really struggle in the red zone. Um, yeah, they need big plays. And I think Tua is a little overrated. I mean, you got Waddle, Hill, the speeds at the running backs that they have. I don't know. There's just something about the Dolphins team. You don't trust them. They're fun. They're cute. Like everybody likes the videos of Mike McDaniel's talking and stuff like that. But then when you really watch them, you're like, I don't know. They're missing something. Maybe that's me, but they're missing something to be a championship team. That's for sure. Um, the Chiefs, obviously, they've had a couple of bad, heartbreaking games. I mean, if you go back to the start of the year against the Lions when they dropped that pass, they've had multiple drops in big games. They've had a lot of crazy stuff happen. Um, I still am not going to count them out because I think Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the league. But their wide receiver crew, he doesn't have anybody other than Kelsey, and Kelsey's more of a get open. He's using his IQ now, and he's not as much as throw it up to me and I'm gonna go make a play anymore because of how long he's played. Obviously, I don't trust the Bills. Um, the Ravens. Okay, I forgot about the Ravens. The Ravens have I would have said at the beginning of your Eagles, Ravens, that throw the 49ers in there when they're healthy. They have the best rosters. Obviously with Andrews being out, but likely has stepped in. But again, do you trust Lamar? It's tough. Those are tough games to pick, really. So, but I'll put the Ravens. I mean, if I had to pick right now, I'd tell you Ravens 49ers Super Bowl. 49ers win it. But that's what I would predict right now. Obviously, a lot can happen. A lot of interesting things. So, but it's just tough this time of year in fantasy because like the Chargers, they're depleted. They're setting everybody out. You got like teams are tanking. You got the situation. It's just interesting. Like I'm curious to what you guys think about Bill Belichick in New England. Like there's a report that they're separating. Obviously, as a Patriots fan, I don't want that. But if that's what Bill wants and that's what Kraft wants, they're both. I could argue that they're both the best in the business in their position as an owner, and then as head coach. Obviously, I think Bill Belichick's the greatest football coach of all time. So if it's time, sometimes it's time, man. Sometimes it's time to move on. So let's do it. But I just feel like it's not the right way. Like that report came out like so, and then there was like a report before that in the beginning of the season that they had signed an extension, but nobody knew about it. Like this is kind of these reports are very very interesting. That's why you got to be careful on social media. Um, but yeah, curious to get you guys' thoughts on that. But yeah, congratulations to the Final Four. It's exciting, and yeah, we've got some good matchups, that's for sure. You look at it like these guys, Legend 24 won draft day, that's for sure, and it's proven off. Coach Trav made some good moves, sold a little bit of his future in the picks, but obviously his team is good. It's going to be good again next year, so Trav is in that win now for the next few years, and he'll have to make some trades to stay competitive for years after that, but obviously if you can win two out of the first three or something like that, it's well worth it. Jimmy K obviously is in win now mode. Gave away all of his future, and he made the Final Four. Does that necessarily mean anything as a value? No, but it's competitive, and it means that he had a great year. So congratulations on that. And he could win it. And Smokey battled all year. He made some moves. He stayed patient, and his team is clicking at the right time. He's kind of like that wild card, like the New York Giants when they beat the Patriots when they're undefeated. Like just get hot at the right time, you can be competitive. So that's your commissioner's 10 minute spiel. We don't really have anything about rules or anything, stuff like that. I will tell you that the gear will not be here as soon as the season is over, but you will get it um, just the way it is. But you will receive the money, which that's what everybody really cares about. So the gear will come after the championship, but you will get the money And I think other than that, we're good. There won't be too many changes in the league, maybe a few rules. But yeah, I think we're gonna roll with what we have. There may be one removal and an addition. We already have somebody that has been on the waiting list and improved. Um, Other than that, though, yeah, I think we're good, and he will just obviously take over that team. He already has eyes on that team, and we'll see what happens. That could happen actually here shortly, by the end of the weekend. It's not a playoff team, so it doesn't matter. But I want to give him the chance to make some trades and do whatever. Obviously. So, but yeah, other than that, I think we're in a great spot. I can't wait for the year to come out, be a yearly thing. I keep trying things, talking to people. I don't know exactly how I want to do it, but I'm gonna take care of you guys. And obviously, everybody plays for the money, so we're all good. Everything's good. Appreciate y'all, and good luck to everybody. Like I said, your commissioner's predictions are Trav and Legend 24 in an epic battle of year one. They both deserve it, but don't be surprised if Smokey or Jimmy K pull off the upset this week. Their teams are very, very likely and could have an underdog championship. So, and good luck to everybody in the losers bracket. I guess win, because you don't want to lose, that's for sure. So, I appreciate everybody. Thanks for spending 12 minutes with your commissioner. Happy Thursday, y'all. Have a good weekend. And it's that time of the year, prepping for the holidays. Great time. So when Christmas and stuff comes around, I won't be bothering y'all, uh, unless Michigan just beats the bleep out of Alabama. Then I'll be blowing your stuff up. So no, I appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend, and good luck to y'all. Good luck in the Final Four. Good luck in the losers bracket. Let me know if you guys need anything. Also, one last shout out, Team Dan Stutz. I don't know if that's his team name, but he's one of the owners in this league. He just had a baby. Um, Trav is about to have a baby as well. So just congratulate them. Trav has not had his baby yet, but Dan Stutz did have one. Seems to be healthy from what I've seen on social media. I told him congratulations. He said thank you. So if you guys want to shoot a message in the chat, I'll be able to tell if you watched the video or not. Just say congratulations. Obviously that's special times for them. So yeah, and just prayers and thoughts from me, and obviously I'm sure everybody else in the league for health. Healthy for the child and healthy for the wife and husband, and the family. Everything goes well. So appreciate y'all. Till next week when we're talking about the championship, maybe we'll go live, see if we can get those two guys on the video. All right, y'all. Peace out.